Hello and welcome to this short presentation on 3 mistakes that women make when losing weight. Not presented by Steve Harvey. So, welcome. Hey, how are you? My name is Alan O'Mahony and I'm here to speak about the 3 most common mistakes that women make when losing weight. And this is based on just my point of view and my experience from being 10 years within the industry, training thousands of clients over tens of thousands of one-to-one hours and inspiring thousands of transformations from either working with my one-to-one clients or my 8-week alpha female program. So the 3 most common mistakes when losing weight. Now before we continue, I want to change losing weight to losing fat, because weight can be anything. It can be water, it can be muscle, it can be connective tissue like your ligaments and tendons, and you don't want to lose them, okay? You want to lose fat and that's it. So the first one, training too often, eating too little, and not lifting heavy weights. Now these 3 things might go against your preconceived thoughts about fat loss already. However, I'm going to explain each of them as I continue and how they relate to fat loss. So training too often, this is definitely the biggest mistake that I come across with women. They end up doing hours of what's called LISS cardio, low intensity steady state. So that means you either jump on a cross trainer or treadmill or whatever bit of cardio kit that you can find and just plod along for 45 to 60 minutes, a couple of days a week, probably even more. And it is the biggest waste of your time. Cardio is not the best way to burn fat. And this isn't my opinion, this is fact. Okay, it is the least optimal way of losing body fat. And more importantly, it is boring as fuck. Right, eating too little. Again, another big one, another big mistake that I see or hear about when I speak to people who want to do my alpha female plan. You're convinced that by starving yourself, by dropping your calories to ridiculously low amounts, is the best way to lose body fat. It's not. By eating less, you actually end up lowering your metabolism. Now, your metabolism will dictate whether you lose fat or not. Okay, so if it's low, you ain't losing fat. Fact. And when you eat so little, what ends up happening is that your body is basically, it goes into starvation mode, right? And when that happens, it's just going to hang on to the body fat that's there already, okay? Because it doesn't think it's going to get any food again. So it's just hanging on for dear life to all the body fat that you have. So by eating less, you're actually forcing your body into fat storing mode, okay? Right, so we're going to dig into this a little bit more, not too much, because I just want to give a bit of an overview of everything today, not a fully in-depth description. So how many calories do you need? Right, and this is a real quick and dirty way of guesstimating it, but it's a really good starting point. So if you're an active female, you take your weight in pounds and you multiply it by 15, okay? And that is a really, really good starting point for your baseline calories, okay? So it's what's called your maintenance calories. So you won't gain fat and you won't lose fat. So if you're a sedentary female, so if you're, a bit overweight and you haven't trained in a while, then what you want to do is take your weight in pounds and multiply it by 12. All right, so it's a little bit less, only because you have less muscle. Again, I'm not going to go any further than that because it's a huge, huge topic in itself, but just trust me. Okay, now if you're looking to lose fat, all you need to do is be about 10% underneath your maintenance calories. Okay, there is no point in dropping half the amount of calories because it is so unsustainable. It is, and it ends up causing no difference from 50%. So if you're 10% under your calories, your maintenance calories that is, then it'll have no difference on your weight whether you are 50% under. So it's much, much easier to constantly be 10% under as you go along than that 50. Right, our third one, not lifting heavy. Now, I hear it an awful lot. A lot of women are very aware that lifting heavy has huge amount of benefits. But they do get a little bit freaked out and fear that you'll end up looking like this lady on the left, but in fact you're more than likely looking to look like the lady on the right. Again, it's all to do with hormones. I won't go into it, however. I will say that you have minute amounts of testosterone, and testosterone is the main muscle building hormone. So because you don't have that, you can't look like this lady on the left. All right. So I'm sure you've seen lots and lots of pictures like this on Instagram about weightlifting versus cardio. Again, I'm staying within the remit of fat loss today. So lifting heavy weights and fat loss definitely go hand in hand. It is hugely, hugely beneficial. Lifting heavy burns more calories than cardio. This is not my opinion. This is 100% fact. All right, let that one sink in. Lifting some heavy ass weights, and when I mean heavy, I mean between 5 to 7 reps. You should not be able to get your 8th rep. Okay, so really heavy weights will burn way more calories than cardio. Why is this? So muscle burns calories at rest. So after you're training, the muscles that you have trained are now burning fat 48 hours after you work out, right? So your body's doing all that work 48 hours after you've actually got to the gym. This is by far the most optimal way of losing body fat. Hands down. Again, this isn't my opinion, this is fact. All right. So are these mistakes that you make? Yes? No? If so, drop me a line, let me know. However, ta-da, a bonus mistake, if you can call it that. And this is one that a lot of people don't recognize they're actually making. It's their mindset. All right, a lot of people, when it comes to fat loss, have this fixed mindset. They already have these preconceived ideas that dieting is hard and exercise is tough, and they're nervous about going into the gym, and all these negative thoughts going on in the head. And it's the wrong mindset already. All right, you still see yourself as the fat girl, and this constant inner dialogue of negative talk, which is so debilitating and so crippling, because nothing positive can come from a negative mindset. So if you wake up in the morning looking in the mirror going, oh my God, I'm so disgusting, I'm going to do something about this today, you won't, because you're trying to create something positive from a negative point of view, and it will never happen. It can never happen. So you really, really need to be aware of this and start to change that inner dialogue and start to become more positive to yield positive results. Again, this is a big, big topic and it's a big, big area, but we're not going to go into that today. I just wanted to point it out to you and hopefully that you recognize it. So I really want to help you fix these mistakes. I really do. So if you're looking to lose fat, not weight, again, I've said that, and if you want to learn the best way to train, and if you want help in changing your mindset, then follow the link below and book in. Let's have a chat. Let's have a free discovery call that if we can try and get some things in place that can really, really help you, that you might want to join my Alpha Female plan, which will no doubt absolutely help you. But if not, then I'm glad I could set you on your way. So follow the link below and drop me a line. I really, really hope you do, and I'm really looking forward to chatting to you. Take care.